Hey, yo, the draft is over, and now we're talking about the Falcons. So let's talk about it.
Ain't been tight, never known curfews. Sunday night quiet, I ain't even out my church shoes. I done been wide, premarital guessing perfumes. Psychoing a lot, they keep asking me who hurt you. Traded for diapers, ain't that some shit? You think buying beers and pacifiers made me a pacifist? There's a list of asses that I like to whip. In this timeline, been frames the bad guy shit. Go ahead.
Hello. Welcome to Sports World Talk, where we talk the world of sports. And right now, we're talking the Atlanta Falcons and what I think they done in the NFL draft this year. This was probably, I'm going to go ahead and let you know, this was probably one of my favorite drafts we've had in a quite some time. As, you know, as a collective, you know, there have been times that, I like this player. I like this player. Oh, this was a nice little ad right here. But this time, I feel that we knocked it out the park and getting aggressive. It's good to see the Falcons be aggressive because I feel like that's not always something that we do as far as more than once. You know what I mean? Trading back up at least twice, I think, this draft, and we got some players. And I like a lot of things that we got. I did a video not long ago saying that the Falcons need to double up on edge, pass rushing, the same way they doubled up on quarterbacks last year. And guess what they did? Exactly that. So I'm assuming they watched the videos, right? Not sure, but it'll be dope. But I love what we did. I think my initial thought process was maybe Mikael Williams from Georgia, or Mike Green, because I wasn't sure who would drop to the slot 15. And Jalen Walker dropped. And I feel that was a big get for us. He was like top 5 on a lot of people's boards as far as pure talent, at least top 10 for sure. But he's someone I feel that will bring aggression to the Falcons defense. Bring, a strong pass rush. He's fast. I think he ran a 4.4, 4.5. He's fast. And then to jump back into the first round and get James Pierce Jr. is another win, I think, for us. And it baffles me to see like other people's grade on the Falcons as far as for the draft. I'm like, how do you give the Falcons a C? You've been complaining about the Falcons pass rush for 10 years. People saying the Falcons don't go for pass rush for 10 years. And now we double down on an issue that we've had for a long time, and we get a C, Mel Kiper? Come on now, bro. Come on. And like I said, I look at a lot of Falcon fans and I see a unite. Everyone seems to love how aggressive the Falcons was, the players they got. And they got, of course, the homegrown guy, dude from Georgia, Walker. They got him, James Pierce Jr. from Tennessee. And so that's just the first round. And like I said, just them being that aggressive of going out there, I love that. Once again, another reason why I am not giving up on the Raheem Morris regime of the Falcons is because I said before, 2 things. We've had an issue at quarterback for how long? I say since 2020, if not 2019. The very end of the Matt Ryan years, we should have had a quarterback. He came in last year, Raheem Morris, and doubled down on the position we needed. And look what happened. Yeah, Kirk Cousins didn't have the best season in the world, but we got Michael Penix Jr., and I have high hopes in him as well. So going into this draft, another issue, a lot of Falcons fans have said the same thing. Edge rushing. That defense, we need that. What do? We double down on it this time. So, like I said, hats off to them. I really appreciate and I like how aggressive they was of going after what they wanted. They said that originally James Pierce Jr. was going to be their guy at 15, but they didn't expect Jalen Walker to fall to them. I don't think no one did, honestly, but you can't pass that over. But they jumped back into the first round and got their guy as well. So they got 2 impact players on the edge. So I love that. Going into the later rounds, they also got Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman. Xavier Watts is a safety who has an eye for interceptions, definitely for sure. I want to say only 13 the past couple of years, 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. He had definitely a high number in interceptions. A good headhunter basically. And for what I'm hearing, Billy Bowman, who is also a safety, but they're looking to move him to like a nickelback, to where like I said, they're bringing speed on defense, and I like that too as well. Aggression and speed, I think, is definitely going to work for us. Those guys right there looks like for sure 3 starters, possibly 4, all starters. And in the very last pick for the Atlanta Falcons was offensive tackle Jack Nelson. So you got him. He is a guy who can play different spots on the offensive line. He's someone that can, he started, I think, his whole 5 years in college, 4 years in college. So he definitely has experience for sure. But he's definitely good to have someone in rotation and on the offensive line. So again, I like what the Falcons have done. They signed some free agents. Kobe Bryant was one of them, which a lot of people was like, wait, he went undrafted? How? Thankfully, the Falcons got him, cornerback. So they are definitely keying in on positions that we need and definitely doubling down on them. So I like what the Falcons are doing. If you're a Falcon fan, you have to like it. You cannot be mad at getting some monsters on defense like that. I wish they would have got my guy Xavier Restrepo from Miami Hurricanes, but he went to Tennessee with his quarterback from Miami, Cam Ward. So I'm not surprised at that. But he's going to be something in the NFL. Trust and believe he's going to be something in the NFL. But it'd be nice if the Falcons can get like another option at wide receiver. Hopefully we can do something as a wide receiver, a nice 3. But which, hey, I know that Raheem Morris and the team, they like grooming their own guys. That's why I said before, if you look at a few videos ago when I talked about the offseason so far for the Falcons, they love grooming their own guys. There's a reason why they didn't do those big splashes everyone was hoping for in free agency, because they believe in their guys. They believe in the people they have in the building already, and they want to groom them to be the players that they need for the offense and defense to go. So, but like I said, I love it. Now a question is out there, and I'm sure a lot of Falcons fans are looking for this answer to be answered. It's Kirk Cousins. What is the Falcons going to do now with Kirk Cousins? Is he really going to be the backup? I think that, it's still possible for a trade. The Pittsburgh Steelers are still holding out their mug with, please come play for us, Aaron Rodgers. But just do away with that, man. Come on now. You shouldn't have to wait this long to get your quarterback. Call Atlanta. Hey, Kirk Cousins, you're 37, younger. Let's make a trade. So hopefully we can get a trade done to definitely help Kirk Cousins and help the Falcons too as well. If not, he will be a high-paid backup, But hopefully Pittsburgh can call. Minnesota, I know there was a name that was out there here and there. They just made a trade on draft day for another backup quarterback, a seat filler basically. But that's something that people are still curious about, the Kirk Cousins situation. We are waiting to see what happens. But my grade for the Atlanta Falcons right now, earlier, it was a C+ as far as the first part of the offseason. Now with that right there, and now with the draft over with, I give them A. I give them an A because they got players we needed, like I said, and impact players. Highly talented players. We needed highly impacted, talented players, and we got that. So for the offseason so far, anything else can happen, but we have an A. That's an A for me. Go from a C+ to an A. But let me know what you think. What do you think the Falcons' grade is for this offseason so far? And what do you think about the picks in the draft? So let's go. Let's talk about it.
There's a list of asses that I like to whip. In this timeline, been frames the bad guy shit. Go ahead and